let's go to Jamaica there. But this man is a Jamaican, a sport reporter for Jamaica Observer. We have Daniel Blake joining us. Thank you so much, Daniel, for joining us on the show. All right, Daniel, I think you have to unmute your mic. We need to hear the patois, that patois. We need to hear it very well.
Oh, yes. It's lovely to be with you. Wagwan.
Wagwan,
my brother.
Wagwan. I'm hoping that I know when I saw the name, Daniel Blake, I said, this is Yon Blake's brother. Yes. Tell us, you have to confirm. Are you or are you not?
I wish No, I don't have that gene in my body, but it's good to have that name in lights.
So you go with a chip on your shoulder saying, I'm a Blake, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about Jamaicans, your compatriots that did wonderfully well on track. I did see Oblique Seville. He was cooking. I remember at the time when his mom says, I don't think he's going to go for the Paris Olympics yet, or let's just have him cook a bit before he goes to the world stage. And you see Oblique over here, you see Kishane Thompson. He surprised us in Paris when he came up tops in that 100 meters, going toe-to-toe with Noah Lyles. But this time around, I would say 2 Jamaicans have been able to silence Noah Lyles, the American, and then end that Jamaica's 10-year wait for the men's 100 meters gold medal since Usain Bolt did that. But I would say this is really beautiful for Jamaica. I know you are cooking a lot of things, and I love it that you would like to share with us. Give us a tip of what you're cooking. How are Jamaicans at home, are they reacting to this historic win by Oblique and Kishane?
I think it's just 1, relief, and then 2, excitement. You know, we haven't been competitive in the men's 100 meters in quite some time, as you mentioned, since 2015. But the last time he won a medal in a men's 100 meter event was in Bolt's final year back in 2017. Since then, we've not been able to get on the podium. But last year, Kishane Thompson definitely gave us a lot of hope when he was just picked on the line. And even though Oblique didn't finish high up in Paris, people felt that if he was on his best day, there's a possibility that Jamaica would get 2 medals. So this season, Oblique and Kishane, they've been absolutely fantastic. They've been in great form. Both have been in 9-7 shape. And I think a lot of Jamaicans were worried when the heats, when Oblique Seville finished 3rd in that heat with Ajayi, and it was a little bit tense, but I think it helped him. It got over that mental barrier that we felt had been holding him back, which is why he probably didn't get it back in 2022 and 2023 and even last year. So for our 2 men to go 1-2, and I think, as always, beating the American, and for the American to be Noah Lyles, it's just absolute excitement here. It's the first time in a long time that I've seen so much joy and jubilation around the men's 100 meters. And I think these 2 have definitely written their names in Jamaican history by doing what they did today.
Definitely, with what they did over there with Seville clocking a personal best of 9.77 seconds. And of course, Thompson delivering on a big stage. Do you think this could signal the start of a new golden era for Jamaican men's sprinting?
I think it does. And it's funny because just a few years ago, a lot of people were concerned about the state of men's sprinting here in Jamaica, especially knowing that we were coming from the era of Asafa Powell, Usain Bolt, and as you mentioned at the start, Johan Blake. But it just shows that there is time that is needed to develop these athletes. Oblique Seville was one of our top stars in our high school championships, and you can see how much he has developed under Glenn Mills. Kishane Thompson, lesser known from the high school settings, but he was always considered by Stephen Francis as the next big thing. He just needed to get him over the injury issues. And if you look at even our athletes that that didn't place in the final and even didn't make it to the final or the championships itself, Hakeem Blake, Ryan Ford, all these athletes. We have so many athletes who can go sub 10, and we do have a very good program here building. And when you think about Seville and Kishane, who to me have yet to hit their prime, they're still under 25, which means that they still have at least a good 8 to 10 years, God's willing, there's no injury. But knowing that these two men running 9.7s consistently for the next few years, it's going to be very hard for the likes of Lyles and so forth to beat them.
All right, let me speak a bit of the language I hear there in Jamaica. They say when it nice, we do it twice. And this particular sprinter has done it not once, not twice, not 3 times, but more than what you can ever get. In the women's side, I would say an incredible career, a medal haul from the Olympics to the World Championship. Mama Rockets, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, she finally had said goodbye to track and field. I saw that emotional one. She did say it would be her last, of course, at the World Champs. And yes, you can see 3 gold medals from the Olympics, 4 silver medals, 1 bronze medal. From the World Championship, she has garnered 10 gold medals, 5 silver medals, 1 bronze. And the World Athletics Indoor, we saw her with 1 gold. Mama Rocket is rocking every single angle from the 100 to the 200 meters in women's sprint events. And that shake to Tina Clayton, come on, Daniel, I need to know, how significant was that symbolic handshake from Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce to Tina Clayton? Does it really represent the passing of the baton maybe to the next generation in women's sprinting for Jamaica?
Yeah, I think you've said it right, especially knowing that we do have the 4x1s coming up, so we will see the literal passing of the baton as well. But what Shelly-Ann has done at the world stage for such a long time is really significant. But then to see Tina Clayton and even her sister, who was unable to make the team this time around, who a lot of people felt could have even gone faster than Tina. So it shows that we do have these 2 21-year-old sprinters who can produce the goods. And if we all remember, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce at 21 was the Olympic champion. So there is a lot of optimism and hope. Yes, there's a little disappointment that we won't see Shelly on the track for the rest of our lives, but there is now renewed optimism knowing that we do have the Clayton twins who show that they can be very competitive on the world stage. So we will definitely miss Shelly, but at the same time, we are excited to see what the Clayton twins have in store.
Yes, for the fact that they are twins, that gets me a bit jealous because you either get to get gold or silver medal in a single event. But thank you so much, Daniel Blake, for breaking this down for us. Whatever Jamaica is doing, please keep on doing it. Keep on with the patchwork. Keep on doing it. Bring it to us at all time. We love to see it. Please, thank you so much for joining us on In the Game. We appreciate your thoughts.
Thank you.